Do you know how terribly hot it has been in India in May? It's beyond our imagination. You might wonder what India's heatwave has to do with us, but it's actually quite relevant. Let's look at the weather in India's capital, New Delhi. After reaching an extreme 47 degrees Celsius (116.6 degrees Fahrenheit) on May 20th, temperatures again hit 47 degrees Celsius on May 26th. For the coming week, pay attention. The maximum temperatures will all be above 40 degrees Celsius (104 degrees Fahrenheit), with minimum temperatures staying above 30 degrees Celsius (86 degrees Fahrenheit). It's round-the-clock extreme heat. The first major impact is that such heat can be deadly. Every year from April to June is India's hottest season. Last year during the same period, 170 people died from the heat in the states of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar alone. In India's largest southern city, Mumbai, 11 people died from heat stroke at a public gathering on April 16, 2023 due to scorching temperatures. And this year's heat wave in India has been even more intense than last year's. There are likely many more heat-related deaths recently, though I couldn't find specific numbers yet. But we can make a comparison in neighboring Thailand, which has also been very hot recently though not as extreme as New Delhi, with temperatures around just 35 degrees Celsius (95 degrees Fahrenheit. Thailand's health ministry announced that 61 people had already died from heat stroke as of May 10. We can extrapolate then India has a population of 1.4 billion, 20 times Thailand's 68 million. With even more extreme temperatures and intense heat waves, the number of heat deaths in India is likely not insignificant. The second major impact of extreme heat is straining power supplies. Vietnam, also struck by a severe heat wave, made news today by encouraging Foxconn to proactively reduce its power consumption by 30%. Last year, Vietnam's heatwave-induced power cuts caused at least $1 billion in losses from factory shutdowns. India is facing this issue as well. In 2023, the country with the highest overall electricity consumption globally was China at 9,224.1 billion kilowatt-hours. The US was second at 4,011 billion kilowatt-hours, and India third at 1,858.1 billion kilowatt-hours. But while both China and India have 1.4 billion people, China's consumption is 5 times higher than India's. Yet even in China's high consumption areas, there are occasional heatwave-related power cuts, like the national controversy over power shortages in Sichuan province on August 17, 2022, and Sichuan is a hydropower hub. The situation is even more dire in India, with reports that superheat waves and coal shortages have caused large-scale blackouts and factory shutdowns or production cuts in some regions in recent years. This extreme heat and risk of power cuts likely deters many investors, even though labor costs are lower in India versus China. Foxconn's Indian factory has already shut down operations. However, there is reportedly another key reason for Foxconn's shutdown: Indian workers' poor work ethic. Even Tesla fled India. Elon Musk had originally planned to visit in late April to meet with PM Modi amid buzz that Tesla would invest $3 billion to open a factory, with the location already selected. But at the last minute, Musk postponed his India trip, and just a week later on April 28, his private jet landed in Beijing instead. Ultimately, China remains Tesla's largest overseas market, and its Shanghai Gigafactory is irreplaceable. Compared to India, China's hard-working people, distinct four seasons, and relative climate advantages are quite appealing for multinational corporations considering factory investments in Vietnam or India versus China. Of course, improving working conditions and wages for Chinese workers would be even better.